Hey all, I've been getting a few requests from people about rendering and the render settings. I don't know what to say to you. If you own Rhino 5, you already have the render engine there. So a couple of people have been asking me how I get to render turntables so quickly in V-Ray. The question is, I'm not. Look, I am doing some in V-Ray, but the last couple of things we've been doing have just been with the plain Rhino rendering engine, whatever it is you want to call it. So basically draw your ring. This ring was drawn in matrix using the knot builder, and then just cut off and arrayed around, and then set up for yourself your rendered viewport, which is your normal rendered viewport. What I like to do with my viewport, you'll see that I've got two more in there. The difference between them is I go into my options, I copy the rendered viewport, and I drag all the settings for shadow quality, everything to max, and then I save it as high quality viewport. So I'm going to switch over that one quickly, and you'll see, look at the difference between them is the quality of the shadowing. So if I go back to rendered, look at that shadow, look at the lighting. When I go to high quality rendered, it's just a little bit better, and the only difference between them is in that particular viewport all the sliders for quality are over to max, which does mean that on bigger models you can have a bit of lag, but if it's just for quick screen rendering, then not a problem. If you're not aware of it, Rhino 5 already has a built-in library of materials. Click the little arrow next to your down window over here and click on libraries to turn it on, so it'll be in there, right? I go to metal and just start drag and drop in. So I'm going to drag gold onto that one, maybe. No, I'm going to drag copper. No, yeah, I'm going to drag copper onto, say, that one. Drag silver onto that one, and what are we going to drag onto the last one? I reckon let's drag a bit more. Let's drag a bit more copper. Is it too much copper? No, it's too much copper. Let's drag a bit more gold onto that. Okay, so we've got this nice woven ring with all these materials, and already, as you can see in this viewport, just live, it's not looking bad at all. All right, not V-Ray or any decent render engine by a long shot. But then just click your render button. Make sure that in the render area you set your renderer to Rhino. Hit the render button. You can select an area, or we'll press escape for none. I'm just going to select just that area, whatever it is, and let it render. Not the fastest thing in the world, but it works. And I'll show you a trick with using the texture editor once to apply a texture to any surface, and when you then supply any hammered or woven material to it, it'll bump map it automatically. I'll explain what that is later if I get a minute. Okay, so let this just finish rendering. Ow, sore back. Apologies. So the lighting was a little bit bright in that, maybe I could use a little bit less lighting. Okay, get finished. And then you've got some nice little toys you can apply to it after the fact, even if you want to. I think my lighting might have been a bit bright in this one, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel out of that one, alright, and I'm going to go to the environments. So let's go in there and let's pick a darker environment. Let's go to the studio environment, cancel. Let's drop the studio environment in there. That's a bit darker, a little bit moodier. Let's see if that's going to work better for me. So let's hit render. Just going to press escape and let it render the whole thing. I'm going to pause while it's rendering. Okay, that actually went a lot faster than I had imagined. Alright, so you've got this ring rendered over here, and then like I said, you've got these little tool effects over there. You can put fog on and whatever you want. Let's have a look at depth of field. Is quite a quick, handy little one. The first time you turn it on, everything is shot to shit. Just grab that little properties guy, set your max blurring to about maybe 4, and for your focal distance, go pick and grab the ring over there somewhere and go OK. And you'll see that it adds a nice sort of DOF, sort of blurry on the bottom and not blurred on the top. So not the best render engine in the world, but when you're doing quick turntables and you need something to look okay, pretty much does the job. Alright, so I hope that answers the questions that I've been getting on my YouTube and my blog. Cheers.